This is warm up 21 that we will be going over. It's about finding domain and range given a function. So right here, if you know what to do, pause the video and then come back and see if you got it right. The first thing I would tell you is when it says find the range of a function, whenever you see range, put a y above it. Okay, remember the saying that we talked about, Dr. X, Y. That helps me know that domain is the X, range is the Y. Okay, of the function, when the domain, whenever you see domain, you're going to put an X. Now, it wants us to find the Y values. So what I would go and do is make a table. It is giving me my X values right here. So I'm going to put those in, -3, 0, and 6. I need to find my Y values. That means that you're going to take these numbers and you're going to plug them in here for X. So I'm going to have f of X is the same as Y equals. So I'm going to have Y equals, I have -2/3. Instead of X, you're going to put your the numbers that are over here. I'll talk about in a minute, -8. So the first one we're going to do is I'm going to bring the -3 and put it inside here. Now you can put this part in the calculator and see what you get. When you take -2/3 times -3, you're going to get a +2 minus 8, which is going to give you -6. Then the next one, instead of -3, you're going to put the next number in, which is 0. -2/3 times 0 is 0, minus 8 is -8. The next one, you're going to go and you're going to put a 6 in here. Again, when you put this in the calculator, -2/3 times 6 gives you -4. Minus 8 gives you -12. Let me make sure I did that right. That's a 2. That's, yep. -4 minus 8 is -12. So my answer, my range, you would put it in set notation. I would write it as -12, -8, and -6. I normally write it in numerical order. That's what you should have gotten. So now on the next one, when I move this up, the next one though, you have to be careful and try and trick you. This time it says, what is the domain? What are the X numbers when the Y numbers are 10, -1, and -8? So I'm going to make my table and I'm going to put inside there 10, 1, and -8. This time, when you go to write your equation, you're taking your numbers and you're putting them in here for the Y, which f of X is the same as Y. So I'm going to have, I'm going to write this -3x minus 5. And the first one, it equals 10. So when you go to solve it, you add 5 to each side. -3x equals 15. When you divide by -3, x equals -5. So this would be -5. Now you're going to do the same thing, but you're going to use the 1. You're going to set it equal to 1. So I'm going to have -3x minus 5 equals 1. And then when we go to solve it, add 5 to each side. -3x equals 6. When I divide by -3, x equals -2. Let me erase this over here. And to get the third one, you're going to take -8 and put it in here. So I've got -8 equals -3x minus 5. So I'm going to add 5 to each side. -3 equals -3x. When I divide by -3, x equals 1. So my answer, my domains from smallest to largest, -5, -2, and 1. That's how you would find your domain and ranges when you're given a function.